The Summit High Alpine Ski Team starts strong with a slalom win at Copper. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News. First, nearly 3,500 students at 9 local schools are riding the COVID roller coaster as 500 full-time staff juggle blended learning with a revised vision for education. Summit School District unveiled its State of the District report this week, the first with new Superintendent Dr. Marion Smith Jr. at the helm. Dr. Smith guides a budget of $42 million this school year, led by Vision 2020 version 2.0. His top priorities for Vision 2020 are keeping students in school, whether online or in person, followed by equity and strategic planning. Just about every classroom in the district now has brand new HEPA air filters, courtesy of more than 25 local donors. That's hundreds of free air purifiers. It all started with Locals Liquors and Town of Silverthorne in October, growing to include donors like Summit Optimist, Town of Frisco, and individual locals. The man who robbed a bank on Main Street Frisco remains at large. Frisco PD confirms they are following leads with the FBI, but with no luck yet. The unidentified man, in his 50s or 60s, robbed Credit Union of the Rockies 2 weeks ago and is linked to another robbery in Fraser earlier. Local history, cancel culture, and Lord Gore's Colorado Safari collide in the Gore Range, what 3 local Ute tribes want to rename Nuchu Range. Summit County Commissioners support the name change, while Grand County Commissioner Merritt Link says, quote, "I don't think changing the name of the Gore Range today to Nunchuck or Newchuck or whatever it is really going to fix things. Lord Gore came to Colorado from Ireland in the mid-1800s, killing thousands of animals for sport." On the Krystal Facebook page, a former Summit Commissioner candidate, Hal Vatcher, writes, "Yet another bleeding heart Democrat move. Let's just forget all history." In response, Lee Gervin writes, "Gore was a joke. Ute people are deserving of historic recognition too." Listeners are split on the issue. Colorado sports betting made $3.4 million in new tax revenue last year, more than enough to start supporting statewide water programs. The Colorado Sun reports tax revenue is already going to a $40 billion water plan. Lawmakers admit it's a drop in the bucket to begin with, but they don't see it drying up soon. Residents bet more than $88 million on football alone last month. The latest now on coronavirus and coming out on top. In a recent call, Vail CEO Rob Katz told the Vail Daily he hopes 2020 will be like 2008, when his company grew 7-fold from 5 properties to 37 worldwide. Vail has lost tens of millions every quarter of the pandemic, but they've got liquidity, he says, and are watching struggling ski areas for acquisitions, although he did not name any. Summit County's latest infection rate per 100,000 is 823, with a positive test rate of 8.3%. Summit Medical Center is at 59% capacity. In sports, the Nuggets beat the Heat last night 109-82. Today, the Avalanche play the Sharks at 7. And in local sports, brought to you by American Family Insurance, the Weiss Agency, at least 2 Summit High athletes are under quarantine today for COVID-19, possibly delaying season openers this weekend. The district has not yet confirmed what sport is affected. Meanwhile, the Summit High girls slalom team won yesterday's race at Copper, led by Olivia Snyder, who took the individual title. Tigers Alpine Ski Team is at Copper right now for giant slalom. Boys basketball opens the season tonight with Fruita Monument at home. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.